Access granted.
Sir, message. Message is coming in from Kansas. They say there's a few left. A few survivors.
Where's this message coming from?
I can't tell, sir. It seems to be Flatlander Radio Brocast?
What's up, everybody? Mr. Daly here. Topic of the day is going to be archery competitions. Sat down with my boy Rango. We were getting ready for a barbecue, kids running around, people coming in and out of doors. Brother Bill was out getting groceries. So we just had another impromptu podcast. It's what we do here at the FRB. Talk to real people about real shit. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube page, like the video, all that stuff helps. And I'll get right to it. It's just another day in the Flatlands. You're listening to Flatlander Radio Brocast.
Yeah, she said we could. This bitch doesn't even know who Tom Brady is.
What?
Not a clue.
Dude, he's like the golden boy.
He is the golden boy. He's the greatest thing to ever happen to American football.
No, he's not. If you're a Patriots fan,
I'm not.
we're going to end this conversation.
I'm a
right here.
Chiefs fan.
I'm
But you're
sorry.
probably a Broncos fan.
No.
No? What are you?
Giants.
Giants fan.
Giants that
New York.
No, they're pretty good. They got...
didn't.
I
they
wish
win the Super
Odell
Bowl
would stop
one year?
fucking highlighting his fucking hair.
You know, I want Odell to do his thing. I want him to continue being good. I don't care if he has to have his flamboyant, frickin' ramen noodle hair. I don't care
It
if he
does
has to
look
go on a
like ramen
cruise
noodles.
every frickin' weekend. I want him to just keep doing his thing.
Dude, with the size of his hands and the gloves they have now, he can make some
But he can make
unreal
those
catches.
one-handed catches without the gloves, too,
I,
which
I,
is incredible.
he couldn't have made that catch he made.
Probably not.
That
diving
one, he
backwards
was
through
fucking.
the air. But
I
dude,
mean,
if
he had 3 fingers on that fucking ball.
but it's pretty incredible that he can still do it without the gloves.
Oh, I'm sure. That's why he's superhuman. But like, even when I played football, dude, I caught passes I should not have caught because
Yeah.
I had those fucking
He's
gloves
grabbing
on.
out of the
yeah.
air. And,
There's shit where it just would stick. You'd spit on him and rub him a little bit.
all right, so podcast.
Yeah, we're on. We're live.
Oh, we're live right now.
Yeah, Rango.
Right on.
Don't say names, because you kill me on having to fucking edit shit. You
I-
and Kyle both fucking don't give any
You
fucks.
just said a name.
Fuck Kyle. I don't give a shit.
They don't know.
They don't know who that motherfucker is. He's a...
I only said one name last time.
Yeah, I know, and I did get it edited out, but the only problem was I drank too much beer, so I accidentally deleted the first half
Well, that
of
was
it.
your fault.
Yeah, I'm not saying it wasn't my fault, but...
So, what were we talking about? Archery before? You wanted to know how an archery course
Yeah.
is set up?
Rango here is... He's gone to... How many archery tournaments have you gone to over the last 2 weeks? Well, over the last month, I guess. You've been...
I go to one every weekend.
Every weekend you've been. And I'm not a bow hunter, but I listen to Steve Ranella's podcast, and he talks a lot about bow hunting, and Rogan's always on bow hunting because that's his new favorite thing. I've never actually...
Rogan beats off to bow hunting.
Yeah, he really does.
That and Cameron Haynes.
Dude, Haynes is
Different animal.
he's a psychopath, man.
Dude, he just ran a 100-mile marathon in less than 24 hours.
He said his legs swelled up, like, twice their size.
I wouldn't doubt it. Like, you're not supposed to just go... He didn't even train for it. He's just like, I'm going to go run this marathon.
Well, I think he trained for it. I think he was running
No,
like
he
20
didn't
miles a day, but he never
Well,
ran
he was only
like the
running
actual...
like 7 miles a day was the most he had been running lately. And then someone invited him to go do it, and he just went out and started fucking getting it.
That's a crazy reality, man. But yeah, so anyway, Rango here is an actual archer. He goes out and he kills things with bows, and he also shoots targets in competitions and
Killing foam.
killing foam. Hey, I like that. So I wanted him to explain like what an archery tournament looked like to me. Like when you show up, like do you gotta go check in? Like
Usually, most places at big tournaments, you can register online and pay online and stuff. But you show up and you go to the registration desk and you just say, "Hey, I'm here." If you have to pay your entry fee, you pay your entry fee, and then kind of every shoot's different depending on the club that's sponsoring it. But for the most part, you go out with two other guys, sometimes 3, depending on the amount of people, and there's either going to be 20 targets twice or 40 separate targets.
And so is the goal on every target to hit a bullseye?
Well,
Or is there points per like section
there's
of the target?
a 12 ring, a 10 ring, an 8 ring, and then anything outside of the 8 ring is a 5.
Okay.
If you miss completely, it's a 0. Or if you hit it in the horns, the hoof, or the base of the target, it's a 0. So you can still hit foam, but if it's like the outline of a rock, it's still a 0.
So how far away are you from? Is there
Well,
different distances?
Yeah, it's different every shot. I shoot in the men's open. The maximum distance is 50 yards. There's the bow hunter class. Their max distance is 40 yards. Youth, women's is usually 35 yards or so, depending. And then there's traditional guys, or trads, as an archery guy will call them, and they don't shoot very far at all.
Yeah. And so what's the farthest? Like what?
50 yards.
50 yards is the farthest. So when you so you got 20. So what was it was 20 and 40.
It's always 40 targets, but sometimes you shoot the same 20 targets twice.
Okay, so like what's if you're going to win the thing, like what's your hit rate per those 20 targets? Like
You have to hit all 10s. You
All
have to
10s.
average a 10, pretty much, to win. Yeah. A perfect score is considered a 400.
and how many guys do that?
Every tournament, there's probably 3 or 4 guys.
And so how do they differentiate from those guys once they all hit 10?
The 12 ring.
The 12.
The 12. If you can hit 12 rings on every shot, which is impossible, because some of the 12 rings are the size of a dime. Some of them are the size of a freaking football.
Really?
But yeah, it's tough.
it
But
sounds cool.
so
though, man.
like if there's a tie score, that they look at the number of 12s hit. So if me and you both have a 410, but I have 6 12s and you have 2, I win.
So that's the tiebreaker is
That-
the 12 ring.
Yeah. And then every shoot, at big shoots, they take the top 5, sometimes the top 10 archers, and you get into what's called the shoot off. And those are the guys that are competing for the money. If you don't make the shoot off, you're going home with nothing.
Now are a lot of these guys that are the top like bow hunters in this, well, I should say they're not hunting. So the top target shooters, are they actually going out and hunting too, or are they just mainly focusing on target shooting?
It's about half and half.
Half and half.
Some of them, they just geek out on shooting foam.
Shooting foam.
They go out and they buy the best shit that they can afford, which
Some of that not realistic for hunting.
Yeah, like on my target bow, I have a 30-inch long stabilizer out front. You can't hunt with that.
No, you get caught in trees or.
Yeah, the long hunting stabilizers are usually a 12-inch stabilizer is about the longest. Every now and then you'll see some jackass with a 15-inch stabilizer trying to hunt with it. But dude, it's ridiculous. And then like the sights are different for hunting and for targets. You can use a hunting sight for shooting targets, but a target sight is kind of impractical for hunting. It would work, but you would put yourself at a disadvantage. Same with using a hunting sight for target sight.
So what's the difference between a hunting sight and a target sight?
The adjustments on it, the
So-
micro adjustments, really.
So like hunting sight, does it give you a little more forgiveness on like a movement of the animal and stuff like that, or
No, it's just how much you can fine tune it. Like, because when you sight in at 20 yards right off the bat.
Right.
And some guys with a target sight, you'll hit the 20 standing in the backyard drinking beer. You'll hit that damn 20, or at 20 yards, you'll hit the bullseye every time. You're like, all right, I'm on, perfect. Well, with a target sight, you can't be out in the backyard drinking beer. You actually have to be into it and be rock steady at all times, and you have to have consistent form over and over and over again, and you fine tune it, and you turn the little adjustment screws on it until you're like, all right, It can't be any more accurate than this. It's like shooting a competition rifle compared to just going out and buying a $30 scope.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then. I've just never. It's always something I wanted to get into, but like I already golf, so it's
well, like just like with golf, when all of a sudden you're not golfing very good.
you got a lot of money sitting in the closet.
Yeah, well,
shit.
all of a sudden you're not golfing very good. Well, it's definitely the clubs. It ain't me. I'm going out and buying more expensive clubs than I already got. I need that $400 driver.
See, I've always had a really nice driver, and I've had a really nice putter, but
But the iron game might be lacking, and you're like, it's
oh no,
my
dude,
irons.
I had some like dollar store irons for a while there.
But dude,
you just learn how to hit them if you play them
Well,
long enough.
yeah,
you know?
well, you get to the point where you're like, well, if I'm going to get any better, I have to have better equipment.
Right. Well, no, Steve Ranella though, like he was talking about, because he went out. He every so often like goes to South America or whatever and hangs out with them tribal hunters in the Amazon.
Well, dude, I'm not saying you can't.
They have dog shit bows and they make their own arrows, but he's like, they've been shooting with these things since they were probably 5 years old. So they got 40 years of shooting with this shitty equipment.
But imagine if they were handed a modern day recurve or a modern day longbow, how good they would be with it.
He goes, I could probably leave it here, but the problem with it is they couldn't afford the arrows, and they wouldn't have a way to get the arrows, so like it's almost worthless to them. Like he was saying they had shotgun shells, like they treat those like gold. Like they maybe have 3 shotgun shells left for the whole whatever. So like they're gonna use it.
I'm not saying that those guys wouldn't be good shots, but I'm just saying, what if they were handed more modern equipment?
Oh no,
and got to use it on a consistent basis? They would be phenomenal shots.
Yeah, it would change their lives.
Right. Because, dude, like you golfing, you like golfing, so you go out and you buy a tailor-made driver.
My dad's got that new bubble burner, and I hate it, dude. I love it. I couldn't afford it, but I love it.
Someone goes, all right, well, you can't have this. Here's a Walmart driver. And all of a sudden, you're only driving at 150 yards, and you're like, well, I was using that tailor-made, and I was driving at 280 yards.
Yeah, I mean, there is a difference when you start getting into the high, like, because you and your dad's bows are so fucking cool, man. Like, do you have the white one, or does your dad?
My dad has the snow camo bow, and it's a pretty bow, but that's
pretty.
It's
your bow's dope though too. Is that fucking that blacked out like?
It's boring, is what it is though.
It's not
everybody
boring,
has
dude.
that blacked out look. When you go to an archery tournament, everyone has that. No one has that snow camo. And dude, I had my chance to buy a colored bow, but
dude, we could paint your bow.
It would void the warranty.
Would it really?
Yeah.
Well, how long's the warranty?
Lifetime.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
Why does paint void the warranty?
Because it's not something the factory did. I don't know.
That's stupid. Can you send it to them and have them repaint it, and still keep your warranty?
Potentially. I don't know. I've never asked. But I'm not worried. Dude, I don't need a pretty bow to shoot good.
No, I feel you.
I'm pretty enough. I don't need my bow to be pretty.
Fuck, Rango. No, I feel you, dude. I'm not against that thought process at all.
But, yeah, it's...
Calling who? He's outside? Yeah. Oh, I gotta help him. Alright. Hey, Rango. Good talking about archery.
Yep.
Brother Bill's here with the groceries, so we gotta help him unload. We'll be back later with some more talk from me and Rango.
That's it. That's all she fucking wrote. Thanks for listening. Go ahead and remember to subscribe. Just do it right fucking now. You got your phone out, you got your iPad, whatever you're on. Hit that button. Helps out a lot. I really, really fucking appreciate it. Alright, thanks guys. It's another episode of Flatlander Radio Brocast. Your host, Mr. Daly. I'm out.